Rivals, welcome to Back to Tax. Tonight we'll be taking a first look at an epic ice ancient, Birna. I thought I might get her through an arena chest, but surprised to see her show up in this ice chest. And she's kind of an interesting ancient, and that includes her backstory where she was engaged to Forville. Well, in the tower she does a flash freeze, of course. The first spell, Cold Snap, can immobilize a single target for a few seconds. The second spell is called Boost, and it heals the units for a little bit. And more important, they gain 30% in attack speed, movement speed, and damage mitigation for a pretty decent timescale. That's a very good spell. The Ice Storm does a small bit of damage and slows all attacks in an area for 50%, and it's in quite a large area, and buildings below 100 hit points are immediately destroyed. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of Ice Primus into Berna. We have a little bit extra to use, although I'm trying to hold some of it for if I get Siku at some point. Well, I'm not really sure how well I'm going to do with Birna, so let's take her out for a spin on this Kingdom Raid. This is the 5th base, so we're starting to get into medium to tougher difficulty for where we're at right now. And looking around this space, lots of free mana, that's going to be good. That'll help us power the boost. Using Taliesin as our ancient here. We'll go around and get some of that mana. Just need to make sure we don't run out of time in doing this, because there's a couple more portals over there due north. I think we'll hit those, create a funnel, and then come in directly from the top there. And it's getting to be go time there, so let's do that. Send in the troops together, get them under the boost. The increase in speed and the damage mitigation. We'll use that third spell to slow down all the defenses firing in the area. Sweep across Taliesin for a little bit extra damage. Probably should have kept him for a close. We have plenty of mana still, so we get to use one more boost. And here we see one of the problems with Birna. But the solution is also there in the Cold Snap. So with the spell towers, especially ones like Freeze, using a Cold Snap to shut it down is very helpful. The problem is, whereas when Jal shuts down a spell tower with his 5 mana spell, it lasts 15 seconds. Birna's only lasts 4, and it doesn't do nearly the damage that that Jal's does. So it's helpful, but I really wish it was a little bit longer duration, especially since it only works on a single target. And as usual, the spell towers are a major issue with using an ancient at higher levels. If you have a decent level Birna and a lower level base, it's very fun and not too bad to play with, but it gets tougher at the higher bases that you're hitting. Alright, so on this one we'll take what mana we're given. We've got a Cursed and a Freeze on the bottom, and a Freeze Tower up top. We'll be able to either take out or get real close to that arrow launcher. I think the most direct path to the stronghold is going to be from the top. So we'll put all the units in, spread them out, but keep them close enough together that we can get a boost on all of them. Use the Cold Snap to shut down that Freeze Tower. There we go. Alright, so that's helpful. Unfortunately, the dragon's down. And we could do a boost here, but instead we'll use the Freeze ability. Shut down those catapults. We're out of range of the Freeze Tower, so I'm not sure about that. Enough mana for a boost here. Boy, this is going to be a close one. And we're going all the way around the stronghold. Come on, someone go for it. We got to keep that freeze tower shut down. No paladins left. Well, just the one. Oh boy, we only have one unit left. Can we do it? Oh boy, that was the definition of close. Thank you for that portal trip on very short order. Wow, that was pretty fun. All right, well, let's try one more base. See what we can do. Actually, I'm going to do a replay here, and one of my viewers, Sir Wallace, we'll see what he's able to do against this base. There's 3 tough central spell towers. He's got Viscaria, and there's some buildings on the outside. And I'm thinking some sweepings coming up here. There's one through the middle, and some more free buildings for him to build up fly time on. Look at that, he does a little dance. Does some damage and comes back. He doesn't have any hit points left, but ooh, he still gets across. Wow. Pop, pop. Drops the units in the hole, and that stronghold's not going to last very long. Ah, looks like Siku for the Ancient. Very nice. Well, great job on that, Wallace. Thanks for the replay. Okay, and in full disclosure, I failed on this base the first time around, and the reason was basically just not enough mana on hand. I was trying to shut down 2 of the spell towers, and because the duration of the cold snap is so short, that just did not work. So I'm going to use a boost here. Kind of grab 10 starting mana. Hopefully that'll help us both get a nice boost in, as well as to be able to use the cold snap a little bit more. Let's double check our troops here. Let's see. With the mana vial, I just want a little bit more punch in the troops, so I was swapping out the mana hunter for this one. Especially notice the 2 Sky Watchers up north, which is probably where we're going to enter. And with the splash damage against the Mana Hunters, I think we're better off with a extra Warden. Alright, so there are several free buildings, and we'll definitely take advantage of that. Fast forward through that a little bit here. We'll hit the portals, but not the slow buildings. I don't want to run out of time on this one. Alright, and by clearing off these smelters up top, we're removing any distractions for us to be able to come in from the north. That's just the shortest path to the town hall, and the flame tower won't be able to bother us too much. Alright, so we'll let the maulers cut through the walls a little bit. Get the other troops in quickly behind them. They're all close enough, we should be able to get a boost here. And then immediately, let's lock down those towers. I don't know how that'll be long enough. See if we can distract with the dragon. Nope, a little bit too slow. This time, we're trying to draw some fire with the dragon. Not sure if that worked too well. They're still taking a ton of damage here, but we had enough up close to do it. Not many troops left. That was a close one. So the cold snap and the boost were helpful, but again, at this level, cold snap is too short in duration. I'm really curious how that plays out at larger higher stronghold levels. Alright, I'm curious here how Sir Wallace took out the next base going on. This one's got 4 spell towers, double primaless conduits, stronghold 13. And he's going to use that Viscaria sweeping technique. Ah, he's going to come in from the back door. Send in the Maulers to cut through. There's really not much distraction south. There we go. That's a good approach. I like that. I won't be doing the sweeping, but let's try that and use a similar approach with Birna. We need to remove the distractions from the side using the dragon to make sure the soldiers don't wander away. Just looking around, making sure we want to do it the same way. We're going to get some extra mana just in case again. So that simulates having a high level Berna and a +3 Ice Knight. Alright, now that other side actually may have been better. It's easier to remove all the distractions, but this will do. And then we'll just tuck Taliesin safely away. There's just a little bit more. We got 3 buildings up north that also are giving free mana. And I'm just checking out where the troops are going to target. Alright, so those are 2 good things. The Mauler and the Archer seem to be targeting exactly where we want, so that's good. And once we get these 2 buildings down, actually, there's another building. We got lots of mana now. That potion may have been overkill, but that's okay. Getting a little bit low on morale here. And not a ton of time left, but we're right next to the stronghold, so let's send the Maulers in. As soon as they make their first notch, I'll send the soldiers in. Otherwise, they will go down deeper where we don't want them to go. Alright, get them on quick, boost them up, and get on a cold snap. A little too slow. And let's see if we can use the dragon to distract that other ice tower. Get another cold snap ready. A lot of firepower, but oh boy. Here we go again. It's got a sliver left. I'm going to freeze that, send in the portal troops, see if they can do it. Oh, yes, cold snap and Kingdom Portal troops for the win. So hope you guys are in a good kingdom where you can get troops, because sometimes they just come in very handy. And that was as far as I could go. But let me just take one arena attack and see how she does in the arena. We've got 4 spell towers here. One of them's an insanity. If we come right from the bottom, we should be out of range of that though. And it goes without saying I'm going to need extra mana for this one too. Boy, she's putting a hurting on my mana supply here. That's okay. Been pretty fun with attacks with her. I just need more mana to spam that cold snap. Oh, you know what? Actually, the ability to briefly immobilize things and cut them down is what we need here, and Forvel is going to be much better at that than Taliesin. Huh. I'll be able to fly Forvel over and briefly disable and distract. I'm not really using the dragon for sweeping or for finishing here. So let's boost him up, let's get that distracted. There we go. See, that time the freeze tower did not get a shot off. That was key. One more boost. And here the insanity tower, and we'll shut down the purple one. We got the dragon still in play. This is looking good. Alright. So we have an arena win with Berna. That's pretty cool. And let's see what we get. Some nice gold. All right. Let's try one multiplayer too. I'm doing a little bit better than I had expected on all of these attacks, so let's try this one. It's on a win streak 10. It should not be an easy one, but it's not too bad. There's no flame and no insanity. Stronghold 11. Let's see. We got that Skywatcher up left upgrading. That's helpful. That's gonna be a lot of free buildings. And so we'll come right in from that direction with the dragon. Now the nemesis here has been the freeze tower for me, so I don't really want to come in from that direction. I think we'll come in from the east, makes most sense. Possibly the north. We'll need the maulers to cut in a notch first before we send in the other guys. Okay, good. Only one soldier took a ride down. Do some distracting with Forvel. We can either boost or freeze a few things. Let's put in the boost because we're out of range. And the next 5 we will start shutting down those towers. Yeah, that freeze one held it down, but turnabout is fair play. We can do that too. I let the dragon die. Another close one. Drop in the Kingdom Portal troops one more time. Sweet. I very seldom use Kingdom Portal troops actually, but when it comes down this close in so many raids in a row, we'll just go ahead and use them and say thank you, Kingdom Mates. Appreciate it. And appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think of Birna.